Drug and Cosmetic Act, Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940, and amendment by the Drug Amendment Act 1955. Okay. Then in these different clauses are there. Okay, drug induced in the HPI, drugs not included in the HPI, drug not included in the HPI on HPOS and GHP. Okay. Then after that we have part 6A. Okay, part 6A is important. Okay, in part 6A we have this part 6A, we have sale of homeopathic medicines. Okay, so 67A, appointment of licensing authority is there. Okay, then damage or loss of license is there. Then 67B, power of licensing authority. Then 67C, uh, forms of licenses to sell drugs. 67D, sale at more than one places. Okay, if drug is just sold at one, like anybody or any person who has taken as a main distributor at Guwahati, okay, and they are selling in Manipur, Mizoram, Meghalaya, okay, then that at more than one place, then they have separate forms, okay, and also in one is like Guwahati, they are just selling in different places like Paltan Bazaar, okay, Pan Bazaar, then other places, okay, Kamrup, they are just selling in different districts, okay. Also, they need this type of license, okay. Then 67E, duration of license. Then 67E is certificate of renewal is there, okay. Then 67F, conditions to be satisfied before in forms 20C or form 20D is granted. Okay, means all the document you have to show and all the condition they will tell, and you have to be clear. Okay, like when we go to bank for just taking to open our account, okay, bank account, first the bank manager or person who is concerned with that particular thing, okay, what they do, they ask for your documents, okay, and when they are assured, okay, ki, haan, you have all the documents, okay, like your ID proof, your address proof, then they open the account, okay, like that, okay, just they assure the ki, haan, you are the right person to get the license, okay, means you are eligible to give the documents for the license, okay. Then we have 67GG is there, okay. Then 67H is there, cancellation and suspension of license, okay. Then next is the 7A, okay. We have studied about 6A, okay. In 6A we have seen about the sale and homeopathy, we have seen about the sale of homeopathic medicines, okay. Different means how the person can sell, what are the license and everything, okay. And at least you have to remember that these bold later parts, okay. What are 67A, 6, okay, like 67G, all the parts you have to remember, okay. Then next part is the part 7A, manufacture for the sale of manufacture for the sale of sale or the distribution of homeopathic medicine, okay. This is related with the manufacturing, okay. Manufacture on more than one set of premises, okay, means you have pharmaceutical company at more than one places, okay, like in same state you have more than one places, or you may have in different states, okay. I think we have already discussed, okay, ki like this health, okay, we are like states and central government, okay. The central government can give rules, regulations, okay, like it may be related with the health, okay, like health and family welfare is there, okay. Then pharmaceutical field is there, okay, but its implementation is up to the state government, okay. State government will follow their rules, or they may change something, and they may put something, okay, that is up to the state government, okay. So rules and regulation and everything is given by central government. Okay, and any change if state government want, they can do any changes, and their implementation is up to the state government. Okay, that's why you have seen many problems are there. Okay, central government has told anything, okay, but state government, many times it happened, state government has not followed, they have not utilized the particular money for that particular work. Okay, so this is up to the state government. Okay, about the recruitment. Okay, and about the this pharmacy, about the giving license, many things is up to the state government. Okay, so remember these things. Okay, means rules and regulation is made by the central government, but implementation of this is up to the state government. Okay, that's why you have seen many differences are there in different state governments. Okay, means things are coming from central government, but different states have some different issues and different type of process is there. Okay, that is because of this. Okay, then manufacturing at more than one set of premises. In homeopathic medicines are manufactured in more than one set of premises. Separate applications shall be made and a separate licenses shall be obtained in respect of each such as set of premises. Okay, there should be a separate license. Then 85B, application for the license of manufacturing homeopathic medicines. Okay, then after that we can go to 85C. Okay, 85C is there. Okay, in 85C we have application to the manufacture new homeopathic medicines. For that we just need, okay, for new homeopathic medicines subjected to the other provisions of the rules, no new homeopathic medicines shall be manufactured unless the previously approved by the licensing authority mentioned in Rule 21. Okay, means if government has not given any license regarding the preparation of new homeopathic medicine, then no pharmaceutical company can make a new homeopathic medicines. Okay, means that license is important. Okay, then next is the 85D. Okay, you will just see the 85D. Forms or license for the manufacture of homeopathic medicines. License for the manufacture of homeopathic medicines. In a license to manufacture potentized preparation from bag potencies in pharmacies who are already licensed to sell homeopathic medicine by retail sale is granted in 25C. Okay, so that is like that. Then 85E, conditions for the grant of renewal of the license, form 25C. Then next is the, okay, in these parts, small sub parts are also there. Okay, so from that sub part, small like 25C. Okay, all these things, sometimes this objective question comes in the competitive exam. Okay, like what is the significance of form 25C? Okay, 1 2 3 4 options are there. Okay, so you just go through all these parts, okay, properly, so that it will be okay for your competitive exam also. Okay, then we have 85EA, inspection before grant of renewal of license. Okay, always this happens. Okay, even our college is inspected by our university, Northeast Hill University. Okay, before just giving permission, they do the inspections. Okay, all these things are everywhere. Okay. Then 85EB, okay, report to the inspector. Okay, who is the main inspector? Okay, reports are submitted to them. Okay, then 85ED, further application after rejection. Okay, if any rejection is there, then further submission is there. Then 85E is there, appeal to the state government. Okay, you have to give a, means you have to take permission from state government also. Then we have 85F, duration of the license. 85G, certificate of renewal. 85H, conditions of the license. Okay, everything is there. Okay, then we will go to next page. Then 85H is additional information to the furnished by applicant for the license or a license by the licensing authority. Okay, means they just need some additional informations. Okay. Okay, we will come to next part. Okay, again it is important. Okay, many times it came as a long question. Part 9A, explain labeling and packing of homeopathic medicines. Okay, means we have studied about the 6. Okay, then 7. Okay, Then this is 9A, okay. Packing, labeling and packing of the homeopathic medicine, okay. We are not studying all the things from the Drug and Cosmetic Act, okay. Some part which are important, okay, that is taken in this book, okay. That is taken in this book, okay. Like they have taken part, okay, 6A, okay, 6, then they have taken 7, then they have taken 9, okay, like that, okay. Which part is important, only that part is taken in this book, okay. The labeling and packing of homeopathic medicines, okay, this part is important. Manner of labeling and packing, okay, how your medicine should be labeled and packed, okay. Remember this, it is given in 9A of Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940 and Rules 1945, okay. Then okay, all the things are related with labeling and packing, how it should be, okay. Then about the ophthalmic preparation, okay, eye drops, how it is prepared, okay. Preparation in homeopathic, okay, this is given in the schedule FF, okay. Standard for ophthalmic preparation, already we have discussed about this, okay. Remember this schedule FF, okay, in this is given, okay. Then off-link ointment, everything, other things, how it is prepared, this is given, okay. So just make it like a short, okay, means which things are important, at least this bold letter in these schedules, okay, like schedule 6A, schedule 7, okay, then 9A, all these things, at least this capital, okay, which are in bold letter, don't forget. And related with that, okay, some subsections are there, okay, like 85A, 85B, 85, okay, like this at least which are in capital, okay. Don't forget this when you are writing the answer in for related with legislations, okay. Then schedule K, class of the drugs with extent of condition and exceptions, okay. Schedule K drugs, some exceptions are there, okay. Then about schedule K, I have not seen any questions, okay. Next part is the Prevention of Illegal Trafficking and Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1988, okay. Now this is a separate act, okay, remember it, this is a separate act, okay. So remember this separate act, okay, it is not related with the Drug and Cosmetic Act, okay. So now we will go through this separate act, okay. In this act we have to the penals provision of the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1985 and other legislation, administration and prevention measures found inadequate to control the okay illicit transmit in drug is was it was therefore felt that the preventing demonstration law has been initiated with a view to effectively immobilize persons engaged in any kind of illegal trafficking, okay. Means properly checking is there, okay. Custom department, okay, normally they used to check about these narcotic drugs and other things which are illegals, okay. So this is related with the, remember this, okay, the Prevention of Illegal Trafficking in Narcotic Drug and Psychotropic Substances Act 1988, okay. Then next is the Drug and Magic Remedies Act, Objectionable Advertisement Act 21 of 1954 and Rules 1955, okay. We have already discussed about this, okay, in detail, okay, in our PowerPoints, okay. So just remember this part, okay. So there is illegal as a standard Drug and Magic Remedies Objectionable Advertisement Act 1954 basically provides the 4 kinds of advertisement pertaining to the drug and magic cures. Okay, 4 type of advertisements are there. Okay, Section 3 of the Act says that no person shall take any part in the publication of any advertisement. Okay, any type of advertisement. Meant promoting a drug or leading for the use of a drug for the procurement of miscarriage in women. Already we had discussed, okay. Then it is for the improvement of capacity of human being for the sexual pleasures and connections of the menstrual disorder in the woman. Already we have discussed this, okay. So remember all these things key. The drug and magic remedies are related with the advertisement, what advertisement you are doing at your clinic, okay, that is related with that, okay. Section 3 such provisions are advertised promoting drug for the diagnosis, cure, okay. Then meaning of preventions of the disease, okay. So all these things are related with that. Which type of disease you cannot tell ki you can cure, okay. List of drugs are given, okay. Just to go through this part, okay. List of the drugs are diseases are there, like tuberculosis, okay. Tumors, okay, many things are there, okay, which is related with the that. And time to time these things are changing, okay. These rules and regulations is not like that ki anything is fixed, okay. Every time when any amendment is there or any change in rule is there, already this is displayed and this is just informed to by the government, okay. Then section 4 of the act prohibits those advertisement relating to the drug they contain any matter which directly or indirectly gives a false impression regarding the true character of the drug. Okay, already we have discussed about this. Okay, so these 4 parts are there. At least read these. This will help you in also your clinical practice. Okay. And remember this Drug and Magic Remedies Act Objectionable Advertisement 21 of 1954 and Rules 1955. Okay. Next part is the Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Excise Duties Act 1955. Okay, Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Act. Okay, this is related with the. It provides for the levy and collection of the duty of the excise and medicinal and toilet preparation containing alcohol, opium, Indian hemp, or the other narcotic drugs or narcotics. Okay, means this is totally related with the excise department, excise charges. Okay, what they take, that is related with the that. Okay, as the homeopathic medicines comprises mainly the alcohol, pharmacist must be conversant with the above legislation. Okay, means most of our homeopathic medicines they contain alcohol. That's why we should have to be aware of this legislation. Okay, Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Act. Okay, Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Excise Duties Act 1955. Okay, then Dangerous Drug Act 1930. Okay, and Rules 1957. Okay. So then the legislation is relating with the medicines containing opium, okay, morphine, phenylphine, etc., and containing additional formation, forming addiction, forming dependence, producing drugs and regulation, their manufacture sell. Okay, the Dangerous Drug Act 1930 and Rules 1957. Okay, then Drug Pricing Display and Control Order 1966. Remember this, okay. Then the Homeopathic Central Council Act 1973. This thing you will get in a website of Central Council of Homeopathy also. Okay, many things are now different. Okay, there is Board of Governors is there. Okay, election method is not there now. Okay, remember this. So this book was published previously. Okay, so now there is no election system in the Central Council of Homeopathy. Okay, so just remember this word. Okay, the Homeopathic Central Council Act 1973. Okay, and I have not seen questions in the homeopathic pharmacy. Okay, but I have seen question in the organon of medicine. Okay, short note, right? HCC Act 1973. I have seen in organon of medicine. Okay, so just remember this Homeopathic Central Council Act 1973. Okay, and just go to the website of Central Council of Homeopathy, or now also we can go to the website of Central Council of Homeopathy. Okay, we can go to the website of Central Council of Homeopathy. Okay. Everyone is awake, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
सर सर ये सारे एक्ट अपडेट होते हैं ना फिर?
हाँ, लेकिन एटलीस्ट देखो नाम वही रहेगा, है ना, जो भी अपडेट होते हैं, है ना, तो वो जब आप ऑन फील्ड आओगे, वर्क करोगे, तब उसका इंपॉर्टेंस ज्यादा रहेगा, ठीक है ना। लेकिन
ये ईयर का डेट यही है कि जब ये एक्ट
अमेंडमेंट चेंज होता है, अमेंडमेंट चेंज होता है। ओके, अमेंडमेंट। ओके, मैं भी आपको दिखाता हूँ सेंट्रल काउंसिल ऑफ होम्योपैथी। देखो जैसे लिखा है अमेंडमेंट बिल। ओके, लिखा है, दिख रहा है ये सेंट्रल काउंसिल ऑफ होम्योपैथी अमेंडमेंट बिल। ओके, तो टाइम टू टाइम चेंज होता है ना, कि अगर कोई भी चीजें चेंज करना है तो वो बाद में उसमें ऐड ऑन होता है ना, CCH इंडिया। ओके देखो ये है सेंट्रल काउंसिल ऑफ होम्योपैथी का वेबसाइट. ओके यू कैन सी ना.
नो सर, आपका स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं हो रहा है सर.
अच्छा 2 मिनट. तो शेयर आया.
यस सर.
ओके तो यहाँ आप देखो HCC एक्ट्स एंड रूल. ओके होम अबाउट CCH के बाद है. ओके HCC एक्ट 1973. ओके रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस. ओके तो ये है पूरा एक्ट्स एंड शेड्यूल्स पूरा दिया हुआ है HCC एक्ट. ओके ये पूरा नीचे दिया हुआ है ना. पूरे एक्ट्स दिए हुए हैं कि कौन कौन सा है एक्ट. ओके और फिर रेगुलेशंस उसके नीचे है. रेगुलेशन रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस. ओके तो इसमें सारा रेगुलेशन दिया जाएगा. सेंट्रल काउंसिल ऑफ होम्योपैथी जनरल रेगुलेशन, सेंट्रल काउंसिल ऑफ होम्योपैथी जनरल अमेंडमेंट रेगुलेशन. ओके देन सेंट्रल काउंसिल ऑफ होम्योपैथी जनरल अमेंडमेंट, होम्योपैथी सेंट्रल काउंसिल इलेक्शन. ओके प्रेसिडेंट ये अब खत्म हो गया है ना. अब प्रेसिडेंट का भी इलेक्शन नहीं हो रहा है. ओके देयर इज ओनली अ बोर्ड ऑफ गवर्नर्स इज देयर. ओके so they who are like board of governors. This time in board of governor head person is the director of CCRH, Central Council of Research in Homeopathy. Okay Dr. Khurana sir is there. Okay Dr. Anil Khurana. Okay Anil Khurana sir is there. Okay so like homeopathy degree course act 1983, homeopathy amendment regulation 2003, homeopathy regulation 2004. okay homeopathic degree course amendment 2005. yeah so you are studying in this regulation homeopathy degree regulation 2015. okay homeopathy second amendment regulation second amendment means just they are changing. okay anything they are changing. okay so homeopathy degree amendment regulation 19. okay then homeopathy this homeopathic postgraduate regulations. okay so all the rules and regulation is given in this site. okay related with, and this homeopathy central council is just controlling the education of homeopathy all over India. okay this is the register. okay means registration. okay how will you register in the homeopathy councils. okay so that is the state registers are there. okay then in general information, then different colleges, permitted colleges list is there. okay so everything is there. okay so from there you can understand the things. okay now we will again come to our chapter. okay this homeopathy central council act 1973. okay then short titles are there. okay then definition is there. okay what is the homeopathy central council. okay everything is there. okay then chapter is there. acts is what is related with homeopathy central council act. okay mode of election, so now there is no election process is there. okay restriction of the election. okay this is totally passed by the president of India. okay and they have just stopped the directly the this election procedure, and now the board of governors are there. they are controlling the all the process. okay all the rule, and they are working there. okay so after that we have officials of the employees in central this homeopathy central council. okay then that is different part vacancies. okay then premises established means all the chapters are given. okay HCC act, you can get this act in the your this website also, and already you are in your book this HCC act is given. okay okay no recognition of medical qualification. okay like you BHMS and MD is recognized. okay but other courses are not recognized by this council. okay recognition of medical qualifications, all qualification which is in second schedule or not. if not in second schedule, then problem is there in practice. okay they will not get the registration number. inspection of examination, then inspection of colleges. okay all these things are there. okay so you can just write three things. okay they control the all the colleges all over India. okay education and standard of education in all the colleges. second thing, they maintain the central register for homeopaths. okay means they have a central register, and people who register there, okay they not need to register directly on the central government. you can register in your state council also, and these state councils are monitored by the Homeopathic Central Council. Okay, so they are monitoring. So if you are registered in state government, okay, so means they already collect the information from the state government. Okay, so these two things are there. Okay, and like registration. Okay, the central register of homeopathy is there. Okay, then they just also see about the professional conduct. Okay, like what you are eligible. Okay, like you are eligible to give which type of certificate. All these things are also controlled by the Homeopathic Central Council. Okay, then chapter 5 is there. Okay, registration of additional qualifications. Okay, then that is just for exam. This is important now, but after completing your internship, you have to know all these things. Okay, so that according to this, you can do your things. Okay, this is HCC Act or Homeopathic Central Council Act. Okay, so now this part is completed in this chapter. Okay, so what will be question like? Okay, I told you. Okay, not totally completed. We will go to some other part also. Then I will tell the chapter is completed. Okay, we have time. Okay, again we have the Poison Act. Okay, just see that the Poison Act 1990. Okay. Third, sir.
इसका पासवर्ड क्या है?